Arguably the greatest master of the Dutch Golden Age, Rembrandt is famed for several types of works: his monumental history paintings, his self-portraits, and, as exemplified by Abraham and the Angels, his intimate biblical scenes. Painted in oil on panel, Abraham and the Angels measures a gem-like 6 1/4 by 8 1/4 inches and is signed and dated Rembrandt 1646 on its lower edge. One of the artist's most well-documented pictures, it has not been seen at auction for more than a century and a half. The picture depicts the moment from the book of Genesis when Abraham realizes that the strangers to whom he has offered sustenance are, in truth, 2 angels and the Lord himself. Rembrandt frames the exact instant when God, seen here as the luminescent figure of an angel at the center of the picture, reveals himself to Abraham. This quartet of figures is positioned under the canopy of a tree, a reference to the biblical terebinth tree of Mamre, also known as the Oak of Abraham. In the top right, Abraham's wife Sarah can be seen at the door of their home, and behind the angel on the left, a cow can just be made out, a reference to the proffered meal. In its primary focus on a slightly elevated and illuminated figure, the composition echoes other Rembrandt works of the period, including Christ appearing to Mary Magdalene and The Visitation. Artistic license has been taken with the biblical text. Whereas the encounter is written as being in the heat of the day, here it is transposed into an evening scene, allowing for Rembrandt's masterful play of darkness and light. The staff and its accompanying shadow in the lower left of the picture provides perspective. Rembrandt was a consummate master in the technique of houding, in which overlapped objects, diminishing in scale as they recede, and the careful orchestration of muted tones, the subtle red bodice, the faded green foliage, the slate blue sky, all create an illusion of space in a small surface area. Abraham's divine meeting was a popular subject with Dutch Golden Age painters, and Rembrandt embraced it in his middle age as he shifted from the drama of his earlier work to a more contemplative mode. Of his 136 biblical paintings, the only other Old Testament scene to remain in private hands is a portrait of King Uzziah, which today resides in the Devonshire collection at Chatsworth House. Therefore, the emergence of Abraham and the Angels represents the last opportunity to acquire such a masterpiece. The picture is universally admired and was the principal subject of an exhibition at the Frick Collection in New York in 2017. A decade earlier, it had been loaned to the British painter Lucian Freud, an ardent admirer of Rembrandt. For 3 months, the artist hoped to use it as the inspiration for an etching. Eventually, however, Freud realized that no improvement could be made on Rembrandt's profound vision of Abraham's enlightenment.